Have you ever felt like you're carrying invisible weight, a burden that keeps you from truly embracing freedom and peace in your life? It could be the endless cycle of unrealistic expectations, the nagging urge to compare yourself to others, or even the presence of toxic habits and relationships that drain your energy. Now, imagine a life where you let go of all these chains, a life where you wake up feeling lighter, more purposeful, and entirely in control of your happiness. Doesn't that sound liberating? That's exactly what we're here to uncover today. In this video, we'll walk through 10 crucial things you need to eliminate from your life to unlock true freedom and experience the inner peace you've been seeking. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical steps you can start applying today to transform your mindset and your reality. Welcome to Stoic Waves. This is more than just a channel. It's a community dedicated to growth, resilience, and finding harmony through the wisdom of Stoicism. Here we explore actionable strategies that empower you to rise above life's challenges and live with clarity and purpose. As you watch, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know which of these points resonate with you the most, or if you've already started making these changes in your own life. Engage with us and others in the community because we grow stronger together. And don't just stop there, stay with us until the end. Every point builds on the last, and by the conclusion of this video, you'll have a roadmap to begin clearing the clutter from your life and embracing your true potential. Now, let's begin this transformative journey with our very first point. Are you ready? Let's dive in. 1. Avoid toxic people. Let's start with one of the most impactful changes you can make: distancing yourself from toxic individuals. These are the people who leave you feeling drained, unheard, or burdened with negativity after every interaction. They might not always be blatantly harmful, but their subtle patterns of disrespect, manipulation, or constant complaining can take a toll on your emotional well-being over time. Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for prioritizing your peace. Cutting ties doesn't have to be dramatic or confrontational. You can step away quietly, create boundaries, and redirect your focus toward relationships that bring positivity and growth into your life. By doing so, you reclaim your time, energy, and mental clarity, resources that are too precious to waste on people who don't respect or appreciate you. Think of your energy like a bank account. It's limited and should be spent wisely. Toxic relationships act like hidden fees, slowly depleting your reserves without adding any value. By choosing to invest your energy in uplifting connections, you'll create a support system that fuels your growth and keeps you grounded. It's not selfish to protect your peace. In fact, it's essential. The people you surround yourself with can either build you up or break you down. So, take a step back, evaluate your circle, and make the courageous decision to distance yourself from those who hinder your journey. Your future self will thank you. Now that we've addressed the importance of cutting toxic ties, let's move on to the next crucial step toward true freedom and inner peace. 2. Let go of unrealistic goals. Aiming high is admirable, but not all aspirations are meant to last forever. Some goals that once inspired us may no longer align with who we are or where life has taken us. Holding on to these outdated ambitions can lead to frustration, burnout, and a persistent feeling of inadequacy, as if we're chasing something that no longer fits our path. Letting go of unrealistic goals isn't about giving up. It's about growth and self-awareness. It's the ability to recognize when a pursuit has served its purpose, or when it was never truly aligned with your authentic self in the first place. This process takes courage and humility, but opens the door to something far more fulfilling: clarity and intentionality. Take a moment to reassess your current goals. Ask yourself, do these ambitions align with my values? Do they support the person I want to become? Or am I clinging to them out of habit, external pressure, or fear of failure? By releasing goals that no longer resonate with you, you free up valuable mental and emotional energy to invest in objectives that truly matter. It's not a step back. It's a step forward toward living in harmony with your priorities and passions. For example, you might have once dreamed of pursuing a career that now feels disconnected from your current interests. Or perhaps you've been striving for a perfect body or lifestyle influenced by unrealistic societal standards. Letting these go doesn't mean settling. It means redirecting your focus toward goals that nurture your growth and bring genuine satisfaction. Remember, life is dynamic, and so are we. Goals that served us in one season might become burdens in another. Real strength lies in recognizing this and having the wisdom to pivot. By doing so, you give yourself the gift of alignment, a life where your efforts lead to meaningful progress rather than unnecessary stress. With that clarity in mind, let's move on to the next transformative step on your journey toward freedom and inner peace. Third, stop passing negative judgments. Criticizing or judging others might seem harmless in the moment, but it often has deeper repercussions. Not only does it reflect poorly on your character, but it also breeds negativity within yourself and your environment. Think of it as planting seeds. You can choose to sow harmony and growth, or you can spread toxicity and conflict. The Stoics remind us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions and words. When we pass judgment on others, we divert our energy towards something outside our control, the lives and choices of others. This habit not only creates friction in relationships, but also fuels a restless mind. Ask yourself, what do I gain by judging others? Does it bring me closer to the person I want to be? The answer is almost always no. Criticism often stems from insecurities or unexamined biases. When we judge, we impose our expectations on others, forgetting that their paths are unique, just as ours is. Imagine instead directing that energy toward understanding and compassion. When tempted to criticize, pause and reflect. Could you replace judgment with curiosity or empathy? For instance, instead of thinking, they're doing it all wrong, consider, I wonder what challenges they're facing and what I can learn from their approach. Avoid gossip as well. It's an easy trap, often disguised as bonding or venting, but it corrodes trust and respect. Gossiping may bring temporary satisfaction, but it also creates an atmosphere of suspicion and division. People who gossip about others may eventually find themselves the subject of gossip, perpetuating a toxic cycle. Instead, focus on uplifting conversations, discussions that inspire, educate, and connect. Seek out opportunities to compliment, encourage, or listen deeply. These actions create a ripple effect, not just improving your relationships, but also enhancing your own mindset. When you stop passing negative judgments, you free yourself from the weight of unnecessary negativity. Your thoughts and words become tools for building rather than tearing down, fostering an environment of growth and harmony for everyone involved. Let's carry this principle forward as we explore the next step toward achieving true freedom and peace. 4. Keep your relationships private. In an era dominated by social media, where every detail of our lives can be shared with just a click, it's easy to fall into the habit of oversharing. While transparency can be valuable in some contexts, there's a fine line between openness and inviting unnecessary interference into your personal life. When it comes to relationships, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, privacy is a cornerstone of trust and longevity. Sharing too much about your relationships, especially on public platforms, can expose them to outside opinions, misunderstandings, or even jealousy. What starts as a harmless post or conversation might escalate into unwelcome drama. Stoicism emphasizes the value of introspection and the importance of controlling what you can. Your relationships thrive not from external validation, but from the effort, care, and understanding cultivated within them. Publicizing intimate details, whether for attention or approval, risks diluting the sacredness of those bonds. Privacy allows your relationships to grow organically and authentically, free from external pressures. It creates a safe space where both parties can be vulnerable without fear of judgment or unwanted advice. By keeping your connections discreet, you shield them from the chaos of public scrutiny and preserve their integrity. Consider this. Would you rather nurture a relationship that feels genuinely secure, or one constantly subject to external opinions and validation? The answer is clear. Protecting your connections doesn't mean secrecy. It means prioritizing the relationship over the need to showcase it. Here are a few practical steps to embrace privacy. Think before you post. Ask yourself if sharing a moment online enhances the bond or merely seeks attention. Set boundaries. Be mindful of what you discuss with acquaintances or even close friends about your relationships. Communicate with your partner or friend. Mutual understanding about what's private and what's shareable strengthens the bond. Remember, privacy isn't about hiding, it's about cherishing. When you treat your relationships with dignity and introspection, you create an environment where trust and intimacy can flourish. This principle of quiet strength aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy and leads to deeper, more fulfilling connections. Let's move on to the next step in achieving freedom and inner peace. 5. Manage emotional outbursts. Stress and anger are inevitable parts of life, but how you respond to them can shape your relationships, your peace of mind, and your overall success. Emotional outbursts, whether in the form of yelling, blaming, or impulsive actions, often cause more harm than good. They can damage trust, escalate conflicts, and leave you feeling drained. Stoicism reminds us that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we react to them. True strength lies in maintaining composure and transforming difficult moments into opportunities for growth. Learning to manage your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. Instead, it's about channeling your feelings in a constructive way. The next time frustration or anger arises, pause and reflect. Take a moment to ask yourself if your reaction is helpful or if it will only worsen the situation. Consider how your actions today will affect your peace tomorrow. These small moments of reflection can prevent impulsive decisions and create space for thoughtful responses. Practical tools can aid in mastering emotional regulation. Deep breathing can calm your mind in moments of stress, while mindfulness practices like meditation help you stay grounded. Stepping away from a heated situation allows you to cool down and gain perspective. Writing down your thoughts and feelings in a journal can also be a powerful way to process emotions without letting them control you. By applying these techniques, you can gradually build the habit of responding with clarity and intention, even in the face of adversity. Mastering your emotions is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. There will be moments when you slip, and that's part of the journey. Each time you choose to pause instead of reacting, you're strengthening your emotional resilience. Over time, this practice will lead to greater inner peace, healthier relationships, and a stronger sense of control over your life. By managing your emotions, you take a critical step toward true freedom, becoming less reactive to the world around you and more aligned with your higher self. 6. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is one of the most subtle yet damaging habits that can steal your joy and inner peace. In today's world, where social media constantly showcases the highlight reels of other people's lives, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. Whether it's someone else's career success, personal achievements, or seemingly perfect relationships, the act of measuring your worth against others only leads to dissatisfaction and self-doubt. But Stoicism teaches us a crucial truth. Your life is your own, and the only comparison that matters is the one between who you are today and who you were yesterday. Instead of focusing on the achievements of others, turn your attention inward. Reflect on your own journey and recognize the progress you've made, no matter how small. Every step forward, every lesson learned, and every obstacle overcome is a victory in itself. Gratitude is a powerful tool to shift your perspective. Take time each day to appreciate the unique aspects of your life and the opportunities you have. By celebrating your own path, you break free from the exhausting cycle of envy and competition. It's also important to remember that appearances can be deceiving. What you see on the surface often doesn't reveal the struggles and challenges others face. Everyone's journey comes with its own set of trials, even if they're not visible to the outside world. Acknowledge this reality and practice empathy rather than comparison. It fosters a sense of connection instead of rivalry, helping you find peace with where you are. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you reclaim your energy and focus it on what truly matters, your own growth and fulfillment. You'll discover that contentment doesn't come from surpassing others, but from living authentically, aligned with your values and goals. This shift in mindset allows you to experience life with greater joy and purpose, free from the unnecessary burden of comparison. 7. Use social media intentionally. Social media is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offers a world of connection, inspiration, and knowledge. On the other, it can easily become a source of distraction, self-doubt, and wasted time. With just a few taps, hours can vanish, leaving you feeling unproductive or inadequate as you compare yourself to carefully curated online personas. If left unchecked, this digital consumption can erode your mental clarity, drain your emotional energy, and pull you away from what truly matters. To reclaim control, it's essential to use social media with purpose and intention. Start by defining your reasons for being online. Are you seeking inspiration, knowledge, or connection? Let these intentions guide your behavior. Limit your time on these platforms by setting boundaries, such as designated periods for scrolling or using apps that track and restrict usage. This simple habit prevents mindless scrolling and helps you remain present in your offline life. Another powerful way to use social media intentionally is by curating your digital environment. Follow accounts that uplift, educate, and align with your values. Unfollow or mute those that promote negativity, unrealistic standards, or unnecessary drama. Remember, your social media feed should enrich your life, not deplete it. Equally important is the need to disconnect regularly. Take breaks from social media to ground yourself in reality and reconnect with the tangible aspects of your life. Spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying moments of stillness. These breaks provide perspective, allowing you to distinguish between the virtual world's noise and what truly holds value in your life. When used wisely, social media can enhance your growth and understanding. However, its power lies in your ability to wield it mindfully. By using these platforms with intention, you transform them from a source of distraction into a tool for inspiration, ensuring they work for you rather than against you. 8. Let go of external validation. The pursuit of external validation can be a subtle but powerful trap. It often begins innocently, seeking a kind word or acknowledgement for your efforts. However, over time, this desire can grow into a dependency, where your self-worth hinges on others' opinions. This cycle can lead to inauthenticity, as you make choices based on what will please others rather than staying true to your values and desires. Living for approval often means dimming your true self. You may take paths that align with societal expectations, but feel hollow. You may seek the applause of others, only to find it fleeting and insufficient to fill the deeper longing for fulfillment. Stoicism reminds us that true freedom comes from within, not from the fleeting judgments of others. To let go of this need, start by listening to your inner voice. What do you value? What brings you joy, irrespective of external recognition? By realigning with these answers, you begin to reclaim your authenticity. Trust in your instincts and make choices that resonate with your core self, even if they go against popular opinion. Equally important is surrounding yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not who they want you to be. True relationships thrive on mutual respect and acceptance, not on constant validation. When you surround yourself with such people, the need for approval diminishes because you feel valued without having to perform or prove yourself. Self-acceptance is the ultimate antidote to the hunger for external validation. It liberates you from the exhausting cycle of seeking praise and allows you to embrace your imperfections and individuality. With time, you'll realize that the quiet contentment of living authentically far outweighs the temporary satisfaction of applause. 9. End relationships gracefully. Every relationship has its season, and sometimes the healthiest choice is to let go. Whether it's a friendship, romantic partnership, or even a professional connection, clinging to something that no longer serves your growth can stifle your progress and peace of mind. Ending relationships is never easy, but doing so with grace and dignity can transform a potentially painful experience into an opportunity for reflection and renewal. When it's time to part ways, avoid succumbing to drama, over-explaining, or revisiting old wounds. Overanalyzing the why or trying to justify your decision endlessly can keep you tethered to the past. Instead, focus on what's within your control, your ability to heal, grow, and move forward. Allow yourself to step back without resentment or bitterness, and trust that not every ending is a failure. It's often a step toward a better chapter. Graceful endings also require self-awareness. Take time to reflect on what the relationship taught you, whether positive or negative. These lessons, however painful, can offer valuable insights for future connections. Was there a recurring pattern? Did the relationship challenge or support your growth? Reflection turns endings into learning experiences, paving the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships down the road. Ending relationships respectfully doesn't mean ignoring your own needs. Instead, it's about balancing honesty with kindness. You can acknowledge the positive memories while recognizing that it's time to move on. By parting with integrity, you not only preserve your own dignity, but also leave the door open for peace, understanding, and closure. Most importantly, remember that endings create space for new relationships, for personal evolution, and for opportunities that align with who you are becoming. Letting go is not about loss, but about making room for something better suited to your current journey. 10. Release unrealistic expectations. Life is full of twists and turns, and trying to force it into the mold of rigid expectations can lead to constant frustration and disappointment. Unrealistic expectations, whether about relationships, career, or personal achievements, often set us up for feelings of inadequacy when reality doesn't align with our idealized visions. Letting go of these expectations isn't about giving up. It's about freeing yourself to experience life as it unfolds, with all its unexpected beauty and challenges. Stoicism reminds us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Clinging to outcomes beyond our influence is like chasing the wind. Instead, practice acceptance by embracing the unpredictability of life. Recognize that disappointment often stems from the gap between expectations and reality, and by releasing those expectations, you close that gap, finding peace in the present moment. Releasing unrealistic expectations also fosters resilience. When life takes an unexpected turn, an open mind allows you to adapt and thrive. Instead of lamenting what could have been, you gain the strength to navigate what is. This flexibility enables you to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth and learning, transforming challenges into stepping stones toward personal evolution. By embracing uncertainty, you also cultivate gratitude. Without the weight of fixed expectations, you become more attuned to the small, unexpected joys that life offers. A spontaneous moment with a loved one, a sudden opportunity, or a lesson in adversity, all these can become sources of fulfillment when you allow yourself to live with openness. Ultimately, letting go of unrealistic expectations is a profound act of self-liberation. It frees you from the pressure of perfection and the fear of failure. Instead of living in the shadow of what should be, you step into the light of what is, finding freedom in the journey and trusting that life has its own rhythm and wisdom. Thank you for taking the time to explore this transformative journey with us. Growth and self-discovery are ongoing processes, and by addressing these 10 points, you've already taken a significant step toward true freedom and inner peace. If this video brought value to your life, show your support by liking, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell so you never miss out on future insights. We're building a community of inspired individuals here at Stoic Waves, and your voice matters. Which of these points struck a chord with you? Was there one that felt particularly relevant to your life right now? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your reflections and experiences. Remember, every small step counts on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Until next time, stay grounded, stay inspired, and continue striving for a life of authentic freedom. See you in the next video.